You may not see this episode on St. Patrick's Day, but it's being recorded on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Because
so that's
so people's like, why are you doing St. Patrick's Day on another day? Well,
so yeah. But it's St. Patrick's Day today, so let's celebrate.
I'm celebrating by drinking a Monster, as I always do.
I'm celebrating by wearing this hat. Ooh, festive.
It's a fancy hat, honestly.
It is pretty fancy. It makes me feel like a leprechaun.
You're partial, aren't you half leprechaun, right?
I'm a quarter Irish. Fun fact.
Fun fact
about me. Part Irish. So what's the theme for today?
I don't know. Honestly, I had thought of something on the way over here, and I totally forgot what it was. Like, I had it in my mind. I was talking about something, and I can't remember now what it was. But I do want to talk. I know for a fact, like, just observing society, as after the president-elect, that a lot of these people who voted for Trump still don't realize what they're voting for.
No, I don't think they have a clue.
I'm like, you're talking about this and that, right? But if Trump gets rid of that, that's going to fuck you over. For example, Social Security and stuff, like, you live off that, and you voted for Trump, and if he gets rid of that shit, you're fucked, right?
Yeah. No, it is I feel like a lot of people don't fully understand politics, and I mean, it's just very
Sorry,
everything's
Kelly.
so heated right now. Is she pushing you over?
No.
Yes, she but it's just people will make like points that aren't relevant, or like, yeah, like you said, like they don't know what they voted for, it feels like.
Yeah, and then I'm just talking to random people and shit. I'm like, oh, you voted for this and that, but that might be taken away, and you're gonna be fucked. Just like people who can get deported voted for Trump. It's like, you're voting for your own downfall. I don't get it.
I know. It's really sad. I think it's just a lack of understanding of what they're really voting for and what's really going on.
That was just something I've observed recently. I was like, just hearing people talk and shit, and talking to people, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, why would you vote for something that will affect you, but yet you think, oh, it's a good guy, and then like, plus like having Elon Musk like be side by side with Donald Trump doesn't make sense. Like, he's not a politician. He's some rich dude, right? And like, I refuse to call Donald Trump the president. I just call him Donald Trump. I don't refer to him as the president or nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking not. He's like a piece of shit.
I know, and it's so hard to talk about because these things are so controversial and polarizing. But I mean, I'm not going to not share my beliefs. He's a piece of shit, and I can't believe he's a piece of shit. I can't. It's like, how did we get here? And I think.
Oh, with him?
With him being here, we're here again. And it makes me just so mad.
He can't get reelected again, right? Or no, can he? No. Since he's already served 4 years, and this is like,
he can only serve 2 terms, but do they have to be?
I don't think they had to. Oh, you know what? They don't have to be in a row. So like, he can serve a year, and then come back, right? Yeah, I think so. Pretty.
We'll see what happens. I mean, no. I don't know. And it's hard on, I think that it's really hard on people's relationships. Like, I was telling you how, like, just certain people in your like having family who's conservative and having to like interact with them and be around people who voted for things that are like violently hurtful.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we have to just sit down and maybe we need to get better about talking about these things.
John F. Kennedy was Junior, right? The one that got shot and killed in like 1963 or something. He had it right when he was like, the United States can't police the world.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. It's unfortunate. It's like,
it's hard, but it was a little shift from the St. Patty's Day energy. Sorry,
because we didn't know what we were going to talk about today.
We didn't know.
And so I just like, we'll just talk about whatever. I was like, well, here's what I've been observing. And obviously that's what everybody else sees. But so I was gone for about a week. We didn't record anything because I was gone for a week for government reasons. I'm back. Honestly, too.
That NDA?
As of... Yeah, NDA.
Welcome to the Mormon Church.
So, okay. You know those people who are paranoid about, like, the government tracking them and watching them all the time?
Yeah.
I've said this for quite a while. I do not care if the government tracks me. Like, if they want to put surveillance cameras everywhere, that's fine. If they want to put a chip in me and track me, that's fine too. Because you're going to get tracked regardless.
You're tracked all the time. You're tracked when you get a colonoscopy. You think there's not people watching those videos? You're tracked at the doctor's office. You're tracked at the DMV. You're tracked. We're tracked. You're tracked right now. I'm probably tracking you. I'm just kidding.
And so I was just like, because I was having this discussion with somebody the other day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, we need we need privacy. We don't need the government to be able to spot us." I think it's good if you have cameras everywhere, because that can help. Like, I don't know, not saying it won't prevent crime, but it can keep people in check, right?
Yeah, I would say that.
That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong about it and not know the other side of it, because like a lot of times I just speak out my ass. I don't really think about both sides. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I do that too. I make a point, and then someone comes back with a counter argument. I'm like, fuck, you're right.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't think this through. But when I said that.
So if they want to put a chip in me and fucking put surveillance cameras everywhere, I'm totally fine with it.
Do you think we're gonna get to a point where we have phones in our hands, like our hand is a phone, where we can just be like, boop boop.
Yeah, we're gonna get like that. We're gonna get chipped. We're gonna get fucking
chips in our phones in our hands, and we'll be like, phone, call mom.
And you'll have it on your hand, or like a chip, and you can just put in an earbud or something. Yeah. And you can talk on the phone, but the transmitter or whatever else is like in your palm of your hand.
Yeah, and you can boop boop.
So you just say, hey, yeah, you just it can record. So you hit a button on the thing, maybe you have an earbud, you just hit a button, it calls. Like you say, call Joe. Hello.
Just like that.
But so I'm okay with being tracked. I really don't care.
Track me. Put a device in my forehead.
Put fucking tracking stuff in my Monster, so when I drink it, it's inserted.
I go to 2 places. Walgreens and the smoke shop.
Like, if you want to put a tracker in every car and put a fucking surveillance cameras every little where, that's fine. Some countries are like that, though. Some countries do have surveillance cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't really care, honestly. Like, I don't do anything bad. And people's like, oh, you need freedom of privacy.
I need freedom to do bad things.
There's a lot of shit going, there's so much shit going on, and like being watched would be okay. I mean,
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. Like, with all the bad shit, it's like there's a trade-off. And
yes, I know people will take advantage of that and will control us, but like I always say this, what the fuck do you want me to do? People's like, oh, how you got to stand up for yourself. Me against the government. Do you really think I have any kind of pull in that? You know what I'm saying?
And that's really what I think a lot of people feel right now. It's like powerless. It's like, what am I supposed to do? What do I do?
Like, they're saying, obviously I don't agree with a lot of things, but like, I don't know I can't fucking do anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I volunteer sometimes.
I go down to the shelter.
Stop it, that's real. People do that.
I know,
don't
but
make fun of that.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about people who like...
Guys, are all canceled.
I'm talking about protests. Like, people's like, you don't protest anything? No, because I realize like sometimes it does. Sometimes yes, it does.
No, it does do stuff. I mean, the reason women can vote is because of protests.
Well, yeah,
and the women,
what I'm saying
all
is,
this stuff.
Protests can work, but there's some things that like me as an individual, I cannot. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I made a Facebook post about fuck the government.
I know, and I do think people think that by posting on the internet or making some sort of kind of performative thing is like doing something. They're like, what? You didn't cancel your...
You didn't change your profile picture to have a thing on it.
Yeah, and it's like, no,
oh, you don't have a rainbow profile picture? You don't support trans or whatever? It's like, no.
But it's like, people get real caught up in like the performance of it.
Yeah, it's like...
And it's
being a social justice warrior on the internet is not going to do anything. I mean, yeah, if you get large numbers, it can make changes.
Yeah, I think it does something, but I think there's a lot of mess, and there's a lot of... I think the organization really needs to be more locally in person, not online. I mean, well, you have to work online, but you should be, connecting with your local community, know your neighbors, like all of that stuff.
Cigarettes. Just smoke them. Do they cause cancer? Absolutely. Do they cause lung cancer? Absolutely. But oh well. Fuck it. Smoke up, son.
But like people do build, I think there's a lot of community that can be built online. Like I know
Yeah.
I found like a really solid ex-Mormon community online that has transferred into like some really close friendships for me.
Oh shit. Online friendships.
Online friendships.
Shout out to the Facebook.
I was actually went to one of my friend's weddings that I met online through that ex-Mormon community. I went to her wedding last year. And so it's like I made like solid friends on the internet through these communities. The thing about the internet is you can have all of these very niche, very specific communities that are like specific to something you've experienced or your life, like ex-Mormon, being, being a woman, being attorney. There's subreddits and all this places on the internet where you can kind of like go. And I know I found a lot of community when I was a nanny on nanny Facebook groups.
As shitty and weird as Mark Zuckerberg is, Facebook is a very useful tool.
The Facebook groups is really useful, I found. Like when I was a nanny, that really helped me set my prices when I realized other people were charging more. And you don't have a lot of resources as a nanny because it's just you. Your boss is the family you're working for. And so people would get on there and be like, how should I write my contract? What should I put about PTO? What should I put about all this stuff that no one tells you how to do it as when you're a nanny?
You need Facebook for that.
And it was a really good resource.
There's also Reddit. I know people use Reddit for a lot of help. Like,
yeah, Reddit's got a lot, and a lot of times people will look at the Reddit answers because you get more real like people's opinions versus like.
Do you remember Friendster at all?
No, I don't. Was that like MySpace?
Kind of. It was like a MySpace, Facebook kind of thing.
Yeah, it was before MySpace, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it lasted as long as MySpace did, but I know it was around before, like a little bit before Facebook or MySpace. And then obviously Facebook killed off all the other ones because I loved MySpace so much. Friendster was okay. I didn't use it a whole lot. I think I made an account, but I really never used it that much because MySpace, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I used MySpace. I never used Friendster, and then I used Facebook.
I used LiveJournal. I think it was
You
LiveJournal.
did?
It was one of the.
I remember LiveJournal.
It was one of those journal. There was a bunch of them. I can't remember if it was LiveJournal or it was one of the other ones, but I just used all of those to meet people, especially like wrestling fans, because back then I was a hardcore wrestling fan. I was like, dude, you want to go to wrestling? Yeah. And that's a good way too, like to meet.
I saw you heard about John Cena.
Yeah, turning a bad guy. I think it was kind of cool because as a fan of wrestling, he's always been a good guy. When he first came,
baby face, right?
Huh? Yeah, a heel is a good guy. A face is a heel is a bad guy. A face is a good guy. Yeah, a face is a good guy. There was like when he was like Thugonomics John Cena, he was kind of a bad guy, but for the most part, he's been like a good guy all the time. So it was way different. So we'll see. I think it's kind of cool.
I remember I didn't know about that, but my friend called me and said, "Oh my God, did you hear like John
that
Cena?"
actually happened to you? Holy shit!
Yeah, someone called me.
Grown ass man. No, John. Why?
He's bad.
I think it's cool though. Wrestling is really cool. It's like storytelling and
it's like storytelling,
theatrics and shit. It's really cool. Like the one thing I hate the most is when someone's like, "Oh, it's fake." It's like well, the movie you're watching is fucking fake too.
Yeah, you still enjoyed it.
Like, just enjoy the stories and the thing. And I react to it as if, oh, shit. It's
fake. Oh, yeah, he didn't get blown in the head with a chair. Good, thank God.
But, like, and, like, they still get hit. But, like, my thing is, like, I react to it as if it's real, because I'm watching a movie or a show. It's like, oh, shit, he just turned on his best friend. Fuck. The only issue I have, and maybe because, like, I think of wrestling as, like, old school way, but I believe that like wrestling now you should not be fucking posting a video with you playing video games with somebody that you're in a rival with. Like, I'm like the old school thinking of like, nah, dude, if you hate that guy in wrestling in the ring, you hate that guy in real life too. You should never be seen with a guy, you know? I like to keep it kayfabe. I like to keep it like real life, you know? Like, no, this guy I'm having a fight with, I fucking hate him, so I'm not going to be posting
I hate that guy.
So, like, I'm not going to talk to him. And, you know, be seen with him playing video games on my YouTube channel. Like, so, you know, I'm like the old school way. I want to keep it real as fuck.
Keeping it real. Earl says, keep it real.
I don't know. It's just like, it's weird to me. Like, it kind of ruins it a little bit. Like when you're in a rival with somebody, you're having a match, and you're on their YouTube channel.
I can see how that would ruin it.
It's just like
you're like, okay, this is obviously you're not.
And I mean, I remember the first time I found out wrestling real, I was like, no way. So they actually don't hate each other? But to me, wrestling has always been cool, and I like it. It's just
like
always
the theatrics of it is so cool.
It's just funny how some of them wear underwear and they're fighting each other in underwear. Like that's when I was going to go to wrestling school and be a wrestler. I was like, I'll wear tight pants, but I'm not wearing the fucking undies. No way.
Wait, you were gonna go to wrestling school and be a wrestler?
I wanted to.
Oh shit! What was your name gonna be? Earl.
So here's the story about that. One summer, over a period of like a year or so, I lost like 20 pounds and I put on a bit of muscle. Like I was not like, I wasn't ripped, but I was like, I got down to 180.
You got into working out and stuff.
I got down to 180 and I was like, I was trimmed. I wasn't like, and then I don't know. I late people tell me that it was a bad career choice to try it. And so I ended up not going through with it. Because they're like, oh, you're not going to make any money. You're going to struggle. Instead of following it, I didn't. I stopped. But my wrestling name...
You went into the lucrative, stable career of film.
Actually, no, started doing retail.
Oh, that's right.
Because I was going to go... When I graduated high school, I was thinking about... I was wanting to go to wrestling school. I was like, I don't think I'll be, like, super famous, but I want to go try. I want to go there. Because I had contacted them... a school in Dallas where I'm from, and I was like, hey, I want to do this, I just kind of want to go there and learn some of it and train and see if I want to pursue it like full time. But my wrestling name, which would have got changed, but you want to hear it, it's E-Dog, and it was gonna be E-Dog.
Oh shit, E-Dog's in the house.
And it was gonna be like D-O-G-G, like dog, right?
Dog.
And the reason why is because
dog.
There was a wrestler back in the day that I thought was really badass. His name was M-Dog20. His name was like Matt. He went by M-Dog or something. And he was a backyard wrestler at the time. And I was like, dude, that name sounds so fucking cool. I'm going to use it. Instead of M-Dog, I'll be E-Dog.
You just swiped someone's name.
And like, obviously, as I got older, I was like, yeah, if I would have went with that shit would have got changed. Now, I liked backyard wrestling. Like, if I would have found a backyard wrestling league, I could have went by him, E-Dog. I mean, I wouldn't have done it for a career, but I still like backyard wrestling. Like, I still look up YouTube videos and find, like, local, not necessarily San Antonio local, but just, like...
Yeah, you know what? I wish...
take their camera and they just film some dudes wrestling in front of, like, 5 people.
Fight Club!
I want to see someone jump off a fucking house and flip someone through a table. I have to say, if I had a chance to do it, I'd fucking do it.
I want to fuck you up.
I want to go backyard wrestle. Come out there and kick your ass, Kevin.
Kevin, my accountant.
Listen here, Kevin. And there's like 5 people. Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Kevin.
Bunch of rednecks and shit.
What should my wrestling name be? Mal Dog.
Ooh, you could be like Mallory Icon or something.
Be
some corny ass name.
Icon.
Right? Hey guys, I wrestle the boys.
Hi, I like to wrestle. Everyone's like, what?
You could be like fucking generic as fuck. I'm an icon. You could be like that social media type character where you're always taking selfies and shit.
Where's the phone? Hold on, I need to take a selfie.
That could be a character. It could work. Like sometimes, like.
And then I get in the ring and I pound your ass.
People's like, oh shit. Like I don't know. Like it'd be funny. Like to I've always wanted to do that. Like.
That would be funny. And then my ending pose after I
some 4-year-old
slam the girl, I like hold up my phone and take a picture.
Like I used to backyard wrestle with my friends. Like we would backyard wrestle, but not to the levels that some of these fucking people would do. Like I wouldn't jump off a house. I had a friend jump off a house one time. But I refuse to do that shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You had a friend jump off a house?
Yeah, we were wrestling and he jumped off and tried to land on somebody. We had like a...
Girls don't play like that.
Of course, when you're like 12 years old and there's no parental like provision, well, not provision, but like...
I shouldn't say that. Girls do play like that, some girls, but that's just so, like, my nephews, they wrestle and like beat the shit out of each other.
Dude, like,
I'm
I used to do that shit. Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Fucking give people DDTs
I'm like,
and shit.
let's write a poem or something. They never want to.
Love is like a train. You don't see it till it hits you.
I'm like, let's just all be friends and follow each other on Instagram.
Instagram's cool. But yeah, dude, that would have been cool. Like, I was like, I would still fucking backyard wrestle 40-year-old dude out there fucking with a chair. I'll fuck you
40, I'll fuck you up. You're like, oh, my back. I have low self-esteem, so I can never be a DJ. Most violent scene of wrestling you've seen?
That I've seen personally. Okay, so it involves Nick Gage. Somebody had hit him, I think, on the side, and the glass broke and it cut his artery. And so this dude was like bleeding like crazy and like almost passed out shit. Cause like usually like when you hit, and it was nuts. It was like the Tournament of Death match or something. And so like he was
death match, snuff film.
Like, I love death matches. It's so tacky if you think about it, but they're fun.
Would you ever watch a snuff film?
Would I watch a snuff film? I don't know. If the story's good enough. Why not?
Oh my God. Have you heard of the Serbian film?
No.
Oh, okay.
Isn't like... I don't know. I've never seen a snuff film. I don't seek them out. But if someone's like, dude, you gotta watch this one. It's really good. I'd be persuaded easily. Okay.
If everyone was like talking about something, I don't know if I could. Ooh.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't seek them out or anything. But like, if there was enough people like, dude, you did, you know, all hyped up and shit.
Well, that's what so I looked up. I went down this rabbit hole of a Serbian film because people were talking about it on the internet.
Is that the one with like the birds or something?
No.
Okay.
A Serbian film is. Someone was like, if you brag about watching a Serbian film, you're gross. Like, I can't believe you would watch that.
I think there was a film that I need to watch, and I wrote it down. I can't remember the name of it. I gotta find it.
It's supposed to be like the most. It's just like torture. It's
yeah,
like
that may be the one I was talking about.
And then there was one that was like a Midnight Sun or something.
Yeah, I can't find it.
About people who were prisoners of war. I think.
I'm laughing, not at that. I'm laughing at something else.
Wow, Earl. Wow, that's so funny.
Well, I was going through my notes trying to find because someone was telling me about a film like that.
That made you laugh.
I wrote down "mommy doggy" at some point. The phrase "mommy doggy."
Is that another band name of yours?
Yeah.
Probably.
And so I was trying to find that film that someone was telling me to watch, and I came across. I write down every little thought or phrase that I hear.
I dare you to give me your phone and let me read one of your notes app posts.
Well,
what's in your notes? Notes apps have the most random stuff.
Cannibal Holocaust. That's the movie they wanted me to watch. Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you want to, I'll pull up a random note and see what it says.
Pull up a random note.
This says Sleep Weekend, November 9th through the 10th, 2024.
Sleep Weekend.
I don't even know what that is. I literally write down.
I found a letter I was writing to Luigi Mangione.
Oh, shit. I write down everything I say. Like, if I hear a cool phrase or a name.
I did that.
I have a bunch of random shit here. Like, I don't... let me go to the front. Like, pulled pork.
Pulled pork. Mine says, pick up a Billify.
I just have so much shit. At some point, I don't know why I heard this. I heard this, either it was a band or I heard this phrase somewhere, but at some point I wrote down Will Smith Zoo School.
I write poems. Sometimes I write these weird ass poems.
Oh, here we go. I have I guess these were band names that I thought of. Blabbermouth, Saxons and Danes and down random shit. But I also need to go like Big John Backyard Barbecue. I wanted to open up a restaurant and call it Big John Backyard Barbecue. Big John.
I wrote randomly, I like being an actor because you can cry in public and then just act like you were doing a bit.
Yeah, so like I'm like, so you write notes, I write phrases and words.
Yeah,
and
you write like phrases.
And they're usually band names. Like I wrote down a band name called Turkey Trailer. But yeah, it's just random shit. Oh, here, what the fuck is this?
This one just says Mary wasn't a virgin.
So I wrote that. There's a whole, look at this whole thing. It's a whole paragraph of shit.
Oh my God.
There's a line in here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like, it was meant to be the time. Okay. The time. I can't say this out laughing. It was meant to be. The time has come to face my enemies and defeat them. All I could do is endure. I am not a fool. I would die. Don't I know that? Then came her sword. She threw it.
Damn, Earl, that is hilarious.
This may have been an AI thing. It goes, it is too late. I've lost sight of them. For their leader, this was a difficult thing to do. I think it was an AI thing. I think I was just being stupid and I plugged in a bunch of shit in AI.
I write poems and I have all these half-written poems that are just golly.
You know what you do? You should not do what I do. I have a lot of passwords in my notes app too.
Look, I just... More, insatiable, quivering, devour. I must have been trying to write something and looking for some sort of word that I couldn't.
Some people like they have like words that rhyme with other words. So when they go to write a song, they look at their notes.
Yeah. Oh, I have my speech I wrote to my brother when he got married.
Damn, what was that?
That was a year.
I don't delete shit either. I have stuff from like 2017. No, wait.
I have notes. Pull up one from 2017.
So I got this phone in 2021, and I still have notes from there. So that's what, 4 years ago.
This one just says, I have low self-esteem. That's why I can never be a DJ.
Oh, what the fuck? Because like I don't never write down what it's for. I have low self-esteem. I can never be a DJ. And she's like, that's the thing though. Like I don't write words from what it is. I just write something down. I'm like, was this something I came up with, or is it stolen?
Like, what is this from?
Like there was a quote from a podcast, and they were talking about a car and then called it the 2-ton death machine. I was like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, that is what it is.
But yeah, that would be funny and trying to do a podcast episode. We just like obviously can't go through the bad stuff, but just like go through your phone.
We should write a song with just lines from our notes app.
I know my enemies. I will defeat them. I am not a fool. I know that. I done started that man when I'm got me my new man. It's all shit, man. Oh, there was fire. Man, that was damn shit. Because like sometimes it's funny to play around with AI and see like the shit it comes up with. AI now is pretty scary.
AI is bad.
It's scary.
No, it's bad for the environment.
It's yeah. And now you can't even tell it's a deep fake anymore. Now you know it seems like it's real.
It's bad way. The fact that AI exists freaks me the fuck out.
Dude, now they have those robots like sex buddies and shit.
I know. Well, there's like online,
Make me
like
some
AI
noodles.
you can chat to, like sexually, obviously.
Yeah.
And guys were getting like AI girlfriends and just like abusing the shit out of them, like verbally. And it was like, okay.
You little slut.
Yeah.
The AI is crazy. Now they have those like robots, man. If you try to badmouth a robot, it could probably fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Like,
that robot's like, what'd you say? You're like, oh.
It makes a fist. Got something to say, Pete? Huh?
What did you say?
Right? Pulls out a knife. Like those sex dolls.
It's like,
you're fucked. You like wake up, it's like over your face. What do you guys say now, Pete? Huh? What do you say? You gonna turn me off?
Like,
You You're like, Pete, it smells like gas in here. Uh-oh. I'm going to light it.
Pete, you forgot to unplug me, Pete. You forgot, Pete.
We're all going to be fucked, man. AI's taking over and these robots.
They're taking over. Humans, we're gone. We're done. We did it to ourselves, you know?
We're done.
And that's what happens, essentially. In the end, your demise was your existence.
Your demise was your existence.
I should write that down in my notes.
I would. Use a quote.
That's a good one. Save it for later in 2 years when we're doing an episode. I'll write it after I have low self-esteem. That's why I can never be a DJ.
Honestly, that sounds like an emo lyric. I have low self-esteem, so I could never be a DJ. I'm going to start saying that. It's like, you know, someone will ask me, so when you were younger, what do you want to be? Well, I want to be a DJ, but I have low self-esteem, so I could never be a DJ. Like you know when you go to job interviews and they ask you, oh, what do you want to be when you were younger? Or like, or what are your goals? Like, you know, and all this. Like, well, my goal is to be a DJ, but I have low self-esteem. I could never be a DJ.
Just you had to say it just like that.
It's a great quote. I want that a great quote. I want that shit on a fucking shirt.
What was it? I have low self-esteem. I could never be a DJ.
Speaking of shirts, on Wednesday we'll be rocking the new podcast shirts that we got. Got 2 of them. They're green.
My hat fell off.
You just killed St. Patrick's Day.
Don't worry. I have a backup, you guys.
You have more green. I have green on my shirt, so technically I'm wearing green. It's on my shirt.
Oh, you're not wearing green. That's not green.
There's green on Juice WRLD's shirt.
It's not the right green. I'm a certified leprechaun because I'm Irish. So, oh, you have those green. You didn't even smoke your green ones.
No.
Wow, way to not even be festive at all. It's like you don't even care that it's St. Patty's Day, and that's the issue that I'm feeling right now.
I don't care.
It's like I brought a hat, I brought glasses, and like you didn't want to wear the glasses. And, like,
I don't never do anything with St. Patrick's Day. I'm not fucking Irish.
So this is about me being Irish. Okay.
Attacking your race, you fucking Irishman. But no, last time I celebrated St. Patrick's Day was like 3 years ago, and I got blackout drunk, and that was so.
Oh, so you have trauma.
I went to a bar.
Went to a bar.
Bar.
Nar.
I went to a bar with 3 people.
I can't do Irish.
I can't either. Just like, no, I went to the bar with 3 people. But.
Did you ever see Luck of the Irish, that Disney movie? Where he's like a leprechaun or something?
I think so. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Wait, was that the basketball one?
Yes.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's with that kid. The crush on him. He was in all the Disney movies.
The Disney movies were wild when I was a teenager and a kid. They always had original Disney movies all the time.
I know. They were cranking those bad boys out.
They had that one with the girl who was like trying to be a dude, and it was like a BMX rider or something.
Motocross. Yeah. I loved that one.
No way, Dad. Motocross.
I turned out to be gay. Who knew? I was like, yeah, she's hot. And then she cut her hair, and I was like, she's hot.
A lot of girls nowadays rock the short haircut.
Yeah, because it's hot. It's like literally like physically hot out.
You're like, this hair's getting long. I gotta cut it.
You gotta cut this shit.
97.9 The Cat, the motherfucking #1 radio station.
I forgot who it was one time said that women are more dramatic than men. I heard that somewhere one time.
What?
No, I don't agree. I'm not agreeing with it.
That is absurd. I'm not dramatic.
With it, but like men can get pretty emotional too.
It's because people don't view anger as an emotion. So when men get angry and they beat each other up and they punch the walls and they beat their wives, everyone's like, they're just an angry man. That's not emotional. But when women cry, very emotional.
I would say we're equal. Men and women are both emotional. It's just
I think their emotions are usually expressed differently, and it's often shaped by how the world tells them to present their emotions. Women are responded to differently when they cry or get mad versus how people respond to men who cry versus men who get mad. And so I think that we're shaped a lot by how we're treated by our society. So men and women being shaped by those things, along with the natural biology that underpins all of those things.
Well, that's just like when people like make fun of dudes for wearing purses or pouches. Like, you're wearing a fanny pack, huh? So you bought a form of bag to put your stuff in. It's like a purse.
I don't know why everyone doesn't carry a purse, and I almost die on that hill. You got stuff you got to bring.
I always carry a little bag with me. That little.
Where are you gonna put your stuff if you don't have a purse? Why? I don't understand how guys don't carry purses. I don't get it. I need a purse. I need my things. My phone, my wallet, my glasses, my condoms. Like, there's things that you need.
Well, I always carry that little sling bag that you saw. I always have a little sling bag with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like keeping all my shit in my pocket. I got my phone, my wallet, my iPod, my chapstick, my keys. I don't want all that shit in my pants. I want it in a fucking pocket.
The heroin needle case.
That I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
That's got to fit in the bag as well.
I mean, I can't fit a glass pipe in my pocket.
Yeah, you got to fit that, and the tie for the.
Oh yeah, their little rubber thing. When I tie one off, tie one off for the boys, as they say.
For the boys.
That's one phrase I've never said. Like, is that still a thing? That used to be a thing when people say one for the boys, or the weekend with the boys, or having a cold one for the boys, or whatever the fuck people would say. Damn, lighting a cigarette up.
Having a cold one for the boys. Light one up for the boys. For the boys.
My lighter's going out.
Well, here, I have another. Don't stress yourself out about it. He's emotional. He gets stressed, you guys. Super
I'm
emotional.
so stressed the fuck out. Like, I'm going to yell right now.
Whoa, you got... Are you okay?
I'm going to punch something.
Oh, my God. Earl, you're scaring me. Are you okay? I love, like, reacting to people, like, overboard and acting like they're freaking... Are you all right?
You go to eat somebody. Hey, how's your food? It's okay. What?
Are you all right?
Are you having a breakdown? Are you upset?
I can call somebody.
Are you lost and confused? Do you need to talk to somebody?
Oh my God.
You're eating with somebody? I used to do this all the time.
I dare you to go up to a restaurant, go up to someone. Are you eating alone?
Do you need a friend?
You guys need some friends.
I used to do this all the time. I haven't done it forever. I'd go eat with friends. I'm like, dude, get your fucking hand off my leg. I'm not interested.
Stop playing footsie with me under the table. Just like shout it out.
Ricky, don't put your hand there.
My dad, I always go to, when we're in the grocery store, I'm like, Dad, the preparation age cream is over here.
It's like, go to buy a bottle of, or a case of XY jelly. Go to the counter. Experimentation tonight. What's up?
The best is at the sex shop and everyone's just like knows what's happening and you're just like, hi, I'm here to buy this 8-foot dildo.
I remember one time I saw one that was like, some friends and I were eating IHOP a long time ago. This was I was like my early 20s or some shit. We were at IHOP and we got done eating. We went to this sex shop next door. We started cracking up at all the giant dildos and toys. We're like, look at that thing.
I went in there and I'm like, so is this good for anal or mostly...
What's the
They're
word?
like, yes, this actually, based on the oils that's in it, you're going to want a water-based over a lubricant-based.
A pro?
Yeah.
They get all technical. Well, you want to do it
They're
before
like,
8 p.m.
these nipple clamps are going to elicit some sort of electroshock. Now, these aren't, but these will stick together so that you don't lose them. And these, they like go into detail. I'm like, okay, good, because I want it for the specific thing. They're like, okay, explain it to me.
It's like, so my grandparents are going out of town tonight. I'm really going to get fucking wild.
Like, I really just need... How bad will this hurt if I stick it in my ass, is what I was wondering.
Shit.
They're like, people based on your height.
I had to explain to somebody one day what a fucking adult video store was. They had no idea what it was. They were like, why would you go buy movies? And like, well, hold on now. These kind of movies don't exist on the internet anymore. They might. But these are
special movies. Just trust me.
And they were just blown away by what that was. They're like, are you serious? Yes, there are people who like those movies.
Remember that video store that was right off? It was like on the way to the airport. It was right by the airport. Or I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll be honest
I don't
with
know why
you.
I brought that up.
Never been to one, but I see them all the
I
time.
just used to see the sign. It had that big sign. It was like XXX Megaplex.
They're still around. I've seen one on the way to Austin, yeah. There's one, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be one, like, as soon as you came from Oklahoma and crossed over to Texas, there was a adult video store right there.
Nice.
It's like, welcome to Texas, want a porno?
Welcome to Texas, bitch.
Walking there, man.
Welcome
I've been
to
traveling.
Texas, you slut.
I'm sure there's a podcast one, too. What is that rule? If you think about it, there's a porno for it.
Rule 34.
Something like that, yeah.
Or, I don't know.
One of those things.
One of those.
When I was little, my parents wanted me to play volleyball, but I wanted to be an artist, so I got myself some pens. And I said, just art.
Some people, though, it's funny, like, when they get on the podcast, they get in front of a camera with a microphone, they freeze, like, what are you talking about?
My name's,
Talk about how you just got kicked out of your house by your landlord.
talk about how you lost your house. Let's get into it. Right on the podcast, y'all. This guy lost his house the other day. Let's get into it.
They'd be like, huh?
Like, what?
Like, remember that one time you put your hand down my pants in the middle of, we were eating McDonald's?
Okay, remember when you punched me in the face and I took you to court for it?
Shit.
Today we're getting into it.
Who was it? I want to do that so bad. Like, whenever we're here on Wednesday or Saturday or whatever, like when we're all in the close area, Ricky, get your hands on my ass, dude. What the fuck? Just to see how people...
Ricky! No, I should do it. That would be funnier.
Dude,
that would
you
be
should.
Hilarious.
You should. That would be
Ricky,
hilarious.
Did you just touch my ass?
I'm like, Ricky! We're all like...
No, we can't do that to Ricky.
Do it. It'd be funny. I'm sure he'll understand it's a joke.
No. We'll do it. Who can we do it to?
Him. Because I feel like everybody else would, like, realize it's a joke. You'd be like, Rick, you come over here to her house and do that? Whoa, I didn't know you were like that, dude. Okay.
Start a rumor. Make everyone hate him. No.
Let me fucked up.
Because that's fucked up if he really did that.
Did you hear? Like, how was it? This guy was dirty.
It was fine until Ricky touched my ass.
Like, he got a little too comfortable over here.
I just turned around and his hand was like on my ass. And I was like, Ricky, what are you doing?
Oh, shit.
I walked in, he was playing with my niece's Barbie dolls. They didn't have any of their clothes on.
Like, he was in the dark, had no lights on anything. Ricky, put your pants back on.
I like tell him to go upstairs and then I walk up and go, Ricky!
What are you doing up here?
It's like, did you see that movie where she frames that teacher by putting she records like a conversation. She goes to act like she's meeting him for like a TA meeting. And she like records something. She hits a recorder and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, what? And she like acts out on the recorder as if he's like hurting her.
Oh, no way. Whenever someone talks about your dog, I'm like, I always call her Cali Ranger.
Cali Ranger. Cali Ranger.
Power Cali. Power. That's why it rhymed, because Power Ranger, Cali Ranger.
Yeah, that's a bit of a reach. But
Is it a reach? Ask her what Cali thinks.
Go, Cali Ranger.
I mean, one time I mentioned Cali, be there, like, who's Cali? I was like, you'll meet her.
She'll be there.
But yeah, that was a good that was interesting. You don't tell her it's a dog, you just say it's a person. Oh yeah, Callie will be there too.
Callie.
She doesn't do anything, but she'll be hanging around. I sometimes mess with this button, not realize that it could be affecting the sound.
Which one?
The little knob, I just start banging it, so I might be picking it up. But That was a good episode, I
That
thought.
was a good one.
We just rambled. We didn't have any.
Kind of rambled.
We literally didn't talk about anything before we started recording. We just sat down and started talking.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
Works. Well, happy St. Patty's Day, y'all. Party hard, be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Which is very little.
Leaves you a lot of room. So
I was gonna
still
say
a lot
very
to
little.
do.
Now don't go tell your mom or dad what you're doing.
Don't go tell them, and if you're Mormon, you can drink, just do it in hiding.
I'm 45, but I had to inform my parents, and I will be drinking tonight.
I will be having 1 glass of wine, and I don't want anyone to say anything about it.
I might stop on the way home and get something to eat. Who knows?
Something to eat. I got some tacos.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I might eat a taco before we start doing
I have to
stuff.
eat one. I got 4 left.
Because I am
We got
hungry.
quite a bit.
Because I was thinking about getting Popeyes, but I'm like, nah, I don't need Popeyes.
Popeyes is good.
Well, anyway,
But that's a wrap.
until next time, as they say.
Till next time, y'all.
Always
Like
gotta-
and subscribe, comment. I'll hit all of the buttons or whatever people say.
Always gotta give the camera a big fuck you. And if you're watching this and it's not professional, I'm sorry. But this is how we do.
This is just us. So you like it or you leave. No, I'm just kidding. Just like it though.
Like it or no.
So like it first, like it, and then.
Yeah. So, goodbye. Fuck you. We're out. Right now.